The mastery idea. Who turn is it this time? Before we start, subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, share, leave a comment below. Till we think about this smoking video. Man, let me tell you something. The Mask has been crazy throughout the years. They had the comics, they had the animation, they had two movies, plus two fan movies. Now, we need to ask ourselves, who is it this time? I mean, from three different versions of the Mask, a Loki, a Jim Carrey, a animated. And it's like, wow, what's next? Really, what is next? I'll tell you what's next. First, let's start off with Jim Carrey. His version of the Mask. When we saw this movie, we were pondering ourselves to wonder what's gonna happen next. I mean, his character Stanley Ipkiss jumps into a river, thought he was saving a guy, but turns out it was just a mask and a bunch of rubble. I mean, his first transformation upon that same night he rescued, well, found a mask, put it on, and just smoking. PRTY, because I gotta, you know. And trust me, you thought being goofy was one thing, being scary fun is another. Who ends up turning a bunch of balloons into a Tommy gun? Again, who ends up turning a bunch of balloons into a Tommy gun? I would like to know. I mean, you had a giraffe, a pooch. Then not only that, you had the makings of a wild cartoon man who could transform himself into a wolf-like cartoon. What was his name? Wally the Wolf. Plus, hitting yourself with a mallet as you look at a hot babe dancing, you're wondering, how is he doing this? Nah, it's not how, it's when he was doing it. Especially at the time when we first saw Cameron Diaz just make it onto the big screen somehow. And you gotta say somehow because we never saw. I looked up every time movie that she ever appeared in. This the only one that she ever made an appearance in. You know, I mean, kind of crazy how they look like they could be a good married couple. Well, that's why I thought at first. Especially when his dog went from being, how you doing, to, hey, let's get nuts. I'll bite your butt. And then here's another thing about it too. Besides the dog being wearing the mask and looked like he ready to rip someone apart, there was one thing in particular that made me impressed that he could do it, and that was Hulk down a bomb, like it was a hoagie. A big, thick, juicy hoagie. Um, uh-oh. Then, from the first mask to the second one, known as Son of the Mask, it's like we're looking at what could happen before the mask. That's what how it looked to me. What happened before the mask? Jim Carrey version of the mask. Because from the look of it, this scene that Jim Carrey was passing the torch over to Jamie Kennedy. Let me tell you something right now. This is more of a crazy lie than anybody ever known. But if you were passing the torch on to Jamie Kennedy, who were better? Is it Jamie Kennedy or is it Jim Carrey? Two J's that says they could make a good funny movie. Oh, good God! Nobody get these two together, cause we'll be cracking up at any time. You know, you'll be cracking up at any time. I mean, think about it. One wears a nice Tomcat suit. The other one looked like he just came from the future with bikers. Cause the point is this: we never know what's gonna happen. So let me go ahead and get to the story on this one. Who portrays the role of Alvin Avery, who's a cartoonist, trying to make it big, but he had to be a mascot at all times. Where the whole point of this is that a mask that his dog Otis found. Who thought that, hey, here's the idea right here. So he tried to make it big. He let his dog give him something that can make him big, but he think it's not big, you know? And and the whole point of this movie is Loki, the god of mischief, is trying to find something he created out of wood, metal, and a little bit of his own magic. Like, who creates something, lose it, and then have it used to help save people? God of mischief? Really? Cause see, when he wore this mask, when Jamie Kennedy wore this mask, the Alvin Avery, sorry, well Alvin Avery wore the mask, he went to a party, had a whole lot of fun, came home, I mean, he came home just like he won one of them 70s or 80s sitcoms. And did a whole Boondocks. When I say Boondock, I'll talk about Return of Stickmeaner moment. Honey, was about to get into you. You know what I'm saying? Cause, well, let's just say he was wearing that mask when him and his wife just say intertwine their love in a way. Born from it came a baby named Alvy Avery. Born from the mask. I mean, in which way you should know if a baby's born from the mask? You don't know what's gonna happen. Like you saying this child got so much sugar in his body, you need to take him down off the sugar. Cause this baby had characteristics of a cartoon all around. That means this baby need to put on a mask. He was already a mask. You're like, what? That don't make no sense. Think about it. He ran around the room. He made a dog go flying out the window. He drove his own father insane. What do you call that? From both the comic, cartoon, and the movie, you could say this. That has all characteristics of the mask while you wearing it. Especially when the dog thought he blew up the baby and the baby left his clothes behind. For shame for that dog. So, what if the next idea it would be a teenager's turn this time? The mask. Teen years. Ooh. About a kid named Jackie. All get bullied in school. All of a sudden he finds Loki's mask, aka the mask, and just whips around like he's already ready for a cartoon fight. Because soon as it happens, it's a party time. Again. So with that being said, what you think of my idea for the Mask 3? With that being said, when it comes to knowing the mask, we always wear a mask just to hide our characteristics of our true character.